I've been with two guys really. Chris Weinke obviously has a tremendous ability to coach and the technique and fundamentals of throwing the football. But I've also been with Terry Shea, and Terry's a guy that also has trained a number of guys that have gone early. And X's and O's wise with him and being on the board in the film room, I think gives me a little bit of an advantage as far as understanding different schemes, such as West Coast, because that's primarily what he was very familiar with as he coached the NFL and was in college with Coach Wall.
Tyler, what's been your focus over these last couple months? What have you been working on? What are you trying to improve on since your season?
Well, I think it's throwing the football when you're in an environment that's very friendly. Being perfect as far as your delivery of the football, putting the ball in a good spot. Because guys are going to be running the same patterns that you're able to practice and simulate during those settings in the combine and then on pro day. So you're able to maximize your ability to throw the football.
You've got some experience throwing under duress last year at Arkansas, right? So you would seem like you know what you're doing.
Absolutely. I think that's naturally one of my skills is throwing from a number of positions under some pressure. I think my technique could use some fine tuning in an optimal setting. And that's really what I'm working on right now is kind of tightening up that release, quickening it up a little bit, as well as fine tuning it and make sure I'm very accurate when I do so.
I know you spent some time with the Bills down in Mobile. Have you resumed discussions with them at all this week here?
We had a meeting last night. Very, very good. The entire staff was in there, and I thought it went really well.
They put you on the video,
put me on the video. We had some touchdown passes in there, so I thought it was a good meeting.
Sounds like you got a cold.
I think I've been talking a lot. So a little bit of both. It's a little colder than it is in Florida, so a little bit tough there.
Tyler, you ever look back at if you would have left early and avoided last season, how things might be different now?
You can do that. I think the bottom line is I wanted to walk into the NFL in a position where I was as mature as I could possibly be, and I think that year gave me that opportunity that I wouldn't have necessarily been if I come out early. There's a lot of things that I didn't understand about how the process works, and you're kind of jumping into it with cold feet. So I have that opportunity by coming back, and I think I'm more prepared because of it.
How much do you think you learned from an adversity standpoint that things aren't always going to go like you think they might, and how you have to just kind of handle that throughout the season, throughout a game, throughout?
Yeah, you very much have to. I mean, you have to come to work every single day when it's tough, and I think that's what separates the good players from the average ones, is how they come to work every day when things aren't all the chips aren't on the table. So I think that separates myself a little bit.
How much did you benefit from playing under Petrino, just because he's so demanding, and also Garrick McGee?
Well, when you're sitting in meetings, you realize the difference in what you were asked to do as opposed to some other quarterbacks in college football right now, as far as protection schemes and what you're able to do at the line of scrimmage. And it was tough for me, the first couple of years at Arkansas, because you're going, God, there's so much, and it's tough to play early because of that. But in the end, you realize, God, it's a tremendous advantage, and he prepared me very, very well.